the eastern portion of the state really got the brunt of that power outage. So we're going to get a check on that in just a second.
In fact, crews are working to get power back on. Right now, Canterbury was hardest hit with about 759 outages at one point. Joining us now is the first selectman, Chris Lipsky. Mr. Lipsky, good morning. Not sure if you remember, you and I met during the 20 towns in 20 days. I understand.
I do.
94% of the town was out at the peak of this storm.
Yeah, we went from about 0 to 94 in a matter of minutes. When I just checked, my power just came on at home about 40 minutes ago. When I checked on the Eversource website, we're down to about 600 outages now. We're about 2,200 at the peak for outages in town. So they're coming back on. Restoration, it's good. You know, it was tough. It was a tough storm. I mean, we're going to have some tough conversations with Eversource now to see how they can respond better to help suit our residents' needs. But it's coming back on, which is good.
That is some good news. So can you tell us what that conversation with Eversource is going to maybe sound like? Because I know the response last summer with Isaias was obviously a lot different than the response currently.
From my perspective, what I see is Eversource is taking the proactive response of positioning or pre-positioning crews. But it seems to me that there's a failure with communication between the crews themselves and our community liaisons. Communication with the town and our community liaisons is perfect. We spent all afternoon on the phone with them, informing them of the outages, getting updates. But it seemed to be that in terms of getting the crews actually out on site to address the down wires and the other issues is where we were running into a bottleneck.
Well, Mr. Lipsky, thank you for waking up with this morning. Hopefully, I think they're expecting 90% of the power to be restored by this evening.
Yes, the estimates have varied. I heard from 12 o'clock last night to 12 o'clock, sometime today, but we're looking good. Like I say, we're down to about 600 customers without power now, so it's moving along nicely and heading in the right direction.
Chris Lipsky, the first selectman there in Canterbury.
Yeah,
thank you.
Glad that your power came back on. Hope everybody else's lights come back on soon. Thank you very much for joining us here this morning.
Thank you.